Hey guys, so traffic units out here at Country Thunder. For those of you out of state, Arizona has a giant country concert called Country Thunder. It's 4 days long, lots of camping here, lots of people drinking all day, drinking all night. You could see me out in the crowd with Sheriff Lamb out in front of the stage at Country Thunder. So this video obviously came from last year, the 2023 Country Thunder. It was crazy. We got to get out there and people obviously recognized the sheriff. Some people recognized me, so we got to take some pictures with some people. This year it was even more crazy. We went out into the crowd. We were out in there for a couple hours. I was taking pictures of people. He was taking pictures of people. Just a ton of fun. They got me up on stage. I was up there with a local radio station, The Bull out of Tucson. So doing a promo for them. Just an all-around. Country Thunder's a blast. If you've never gone, buy some tickets and go. Just enjoy everything that is Country Thunder. Traffic units out here, make sure people aren't driving around and making bad decisions, but staying in there and having fun. All right, had anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
Smoke any weed?
No, sir.
None at all?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No, I don't smoke.
Everyone smokes weed.
Nope.
So no, it's just me and you.
Yes.
We're the only two that don't. So in this video, uncharacteristically, we shot it on a Thursday. The first main night of Country Thunder is a Thursday. So Sam rode with me all night. He got off at about midnight, went home, woke up the next morning, edited all morning, and then put this video out kind of midday on Friday. So people that were looking for an episode first thing Friday morning were kind of disappointed that there was no morning time Fridays with Frank, drinking their coffee on the mountain to right, watching videos. But this one kicked out a little bit late just so we could get some real-time video. So that was accurate for that year for the event.
Yeah.
That's good, man. You're in good company. I like that. All right, man, hang tight for me. So you have this giant lifted truck, and you have no mud flaps on it.
We just bought this 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah, lifted like this?
Yes.
They should have put mud flaps on it. We here in the Pinal County Sheriff's Office, we're looking for impaired drivers tonight. So that's one of the things we do, and just you simply not having mud flaps gives me the reason to come up here and talk to you. There's one road in, there's one road out. What the Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit does is we use any violation of Title 28, which is Arizona Motor Vehicle Law, to stop a car. Headlight out, no license plate light, broken tail lights, no mud flaps. Anything that we can legally use to stop a vehicle and get up to the driver. We look at the driver, just like in this last truck I just stopped. Driver sober, no alcohol in the car, no other issues besides that's a brand new truck. So we cut them loose, thank them for being sober, and send them on their way, and then go on to the next stop. Any idea why I might have stopped you?
I think I might have had my brights on.
You had your brights on, you blinded me.
I apologize.
Yep. And you have a giant crack across your windshield. Yeah. And you have some crazy little felony forest hanging from your rearview mirror there. All sorts of reasons. Yeah. Technically, letter of the law, that is illegal.
Really?
True story. Cannot have anything that obstructs your vision. Same thing with your crack windshield. So they both fall under the same statute of Arizona law. I heard someone accelerating, and I was like, uh-oh. That's my partner. All right. Anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Hang tight for me. Any idea why I might have stopped you?
Probably because headlight and tail light.
Yeah, you have one headlight. You got a big crack across your windshield.
Yeah, we just got pulled over by another car.
You did?
Yeah.
Like another police officer here?
Yeah.
Was he dressed like me?
Yeah.
Oh. Was he super cool like me?
Yes.
Good answer. That's the right answer. Okay. You had anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
Okay. You going to have anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
That's the right answer. That's what I wanted to hear. All right, I'm going to give you a warning for driving this car. Appreciate you wearing your seatbelt. Fix that. Have a good time.
You too.
Keep him in line. I will. All right. So we're out here. We're making a video tonight that he'll put up tomorrow for like, hey, Country Thunder, don't come here and drink because we're gonna get you. And that's obviously what you're seeing. This is the first night. We'll be out here every night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all we're doing is we're just looking for impaired drivers. And pretty much, unless you're doing something crazy reckless, we're cutting the majority of people loose just to try to find an impaired driver. And where we're looking at here is there's one road in, one road out of Country Thunder. It's posted as 25 and pretty heavy traffic. The traffic unit goes there and really focuses on trying to remove impaired drivers. This year, I think the majority of impaired drivers were caught inside the event. So people driving golf carts drunk, people driving vehicles drunk, either going to restock for beer or driving from one campsite to another. We had a couple vehicles drove into ditches. Everyone that drove into a ditch this year was impaired. So we're not only arresting people on the way in and on the way out, but we're also arresting people inside, trying to make sure that some impaired driver doesn't drive through a whole crowd of people. So we were busy everywhere this year. Get them off the road before they crash into someone. So, but since you're making good decisions, man, you get a pass tonight. So, guys, enjoy your weekend. Be safe all weekend, okay? Have a great night, guys. What are you doing so far from the villages? And I feel that you're kind of young to be from there.
I'm not from there. That's where my mother lives.
You sound like you're from New York.
I am from New York.
Yeah, where in New York are you from?
Long Island.
Long Island where?
Massapequa.
Massapequa. It's hard to spell.
Yeah.
You know what's a lot easier to spell? Islip. That's where I'm from.
And they're from Long Island too.
Oh, Setauket. It's down this road, right down there. You just got to get there a little slower. So, Mr. Villages, have anything to drink tonight?
I did not.
Good. That's a good answer. It's the answer I like. I like that. And obviously, I'm sure you've seen a whole bunch of cops here. We're out here looking for people that are speeding so we can make sure that they're sober. Okay. All right? So, stay closer to the speed limit. Drive sober, you'll never have a problem. All right, guys, just finishing up the night. Did about 20 traffic stops. Traffic unit right now has 2 impaired drivers in custody. I didn't get one, but we're going to be out here for Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Any idea why I might have stopped you today?
Speeding?
Yeah, a little bit there. Do me a favor, hand me that shooter of fireball that's between your legs. Oh, nope, that's an empty one.
There's so many.
Hand me the full one that's between your legs. Nope. So try to go with the one that's between your legs, like the things that are attached to your bottom of your pelvis. There we go. Thanks. All right. So how many of those have you drank today?
3.
Okay. So also, while you were driving, could you feel yourself,
look at that,
like driving on the side of the road off the pavement and in the dirt?
This video comes literally the week after Country Thunder. We drove around, had a whole episode of Sam riding along with me, never caught an impaired driver. At night, like when it's statistically higher that we're going to bump into one. This one, obviously middle of the day, this one happened like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we end up stumbling on this guy. He's at a criminal amount of speed, almost 30 miles an hour to the speed limit. You could see through the video as he veers off the road to the right, throws a whole cloud of dust up right in the middle of the day. You know, I mean, school's out, letting out, there's kids walking around, people riding horses in this area because it's real rural. This is a good drunk to get off the road.
Well, so drinking and driving is against the law. And I feel like I don't need to say that. But yet, here we are. Yeah, we're going to go see if he's got any signs and symptoms of impairment. This could be end up with a DUI arrest out of this. We'll see.
I'm on probation.
What are you on probation for?
I did 8 years. I got like 4 years of probation to do.
Okay. What did you do 8 years for?
Stealing.
Okay.
Theft of means.
Okay. Meth. What was your drug of choice before?
A year.
Okay. What was your drug of choice before alcohol?
Meth.
Meth. Yeah. Meth and stealing cars go together like peanut butter and jelly. I definitely don't want you to just stand on one leg because I feel like that would be bad.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So something I'm gonna have you do. Take a deep breath for me. Blow when you're ready. Blow, 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 blow. Perfect. All right. So I don't need to look at that to know that you've got some impairment that's going on here, right?
And I administer him a roadside breath test. We call it a PBT, or a preliminary breath test. All that is so it performs two functions. One, it lets me know if statutorily I have to tow and impound his vehicle. And the second part is I want to make sure that the approximate alcohol level that he has matches the impairment that I'm seeing. So like if I saw all that impairment and he blew into that instrument and it read really low, like a 0.02 or 0.03 with really significant impairment, it would deter the angle of my investigation, and we would go down a more drug impairment route where I would be performing a drug influence evaluation on him to really find out what the source of that impairment is. So that's what it's for. By the time we got done with the field sobriety test battery, I had already made my decision on if I was going to arrest him. You see, I blow that thing, I put it in my pocket. I don't need to see what the results of that are. It's purely administrative. They're never admissible in court. We could talk about the fact that we administered it, but here in Arizona, we can't talk about the actual readings, and that's the way that law is here. But it goes in my report, but the jury isn't privy to that if it should go to a trial. But like I could use it for additional probable cause for arrest if I needed it, but Obviously here I didn't.
And I don't think that I would feel, I wouldn't feel okay with letting you keep.
No one would.
Okay, so
No one would feel comfortable.
Right now you're going to be under arrest for DUI. These are two different dudes.
Here you see me having a conversation with the guy. He's in handcuffs. He's sitting up against the front of my car. And what we were doing in that time is we were waiting for a posse transport to come to transport that guy to the substation so I could finish processing him. But that conversation is a conversation that I have with a lot of people about addiction. And, you know, obviously he had gone to prison for some drug-related stuff and then had switched that addiction for the addiction of alcohol. And, you know, during that conversation said he was having a hard time with his girlfriend, and as a coping mechanism, he grabbed some fireballs and was using that to cope, which obviously led him to meet me. But that conversation is a conversation I have on and off camera frequently. And it's part of doing this job and talking to people, is being somewhat empathetic and understanding that, you know, everyone's fighting some sort of battle with something, whether it's, you know, personal life, chemical, gambling, you know, whatever it may be. So we just talked about his fight there. Sam put a little bit of it in. It was a much more extended conversation that we had, but Sam just put it in there just to show that, hey, I was having a conversation with that guy. But it was much more in depth than you guys got to see.
If you know you got a problem, man, there's a lot of resources that are out there. You're a cool dude. You're respectful. You know, I mean, it's not, you know, you're not a bad dude. So, and I know it's a bad monkey to get off your back, man. It's rare to see an alcohol DUI. We don't see them very often. We don't even see them very much at night. But especially during the day, I mean, it's statistically, it's a very low probability of stopping someone who's impaired by alcohol. If there was someone riding a bike, someone riding a horse, someone walking on the side of the roadway, you're talking about a fatal collision at 66 miles an hour.
In a posted 35.
Those are certainly fatal. And if he were to drive off the road and overcorrect and cross the center line, you also have the possibility of having a head-on collision with a car. And again, 66 miles an hour, even if the person was doing a speed limit of 35, that's a lot of combined energy, and would almost certainly result in either a fatality or some sort of very serious injury. So getting these drivers off the road is imperative.
Goodbye, car.